Hello, listeners. Following our last episode, we received an unusual number of requests for additional information regarding what has come to be known as the Burrito Blanket Incident. Ordinarily, we would simply tell a story. Instead, we've elected to honor this moment with the dignity and respect it absolutely does not deserve. So without further ado, and with guest narration by Scott Dorward, we present to you For Whom the Taco Bell Tolls.
I have long hesitated to set these events to paper, for there are certain degradations of the flesh and spirit so profound that the mind recoils from preserving them in written form. Yet truth demands sacrifice. The affair began at ChaosiumCon in Ypsilanti, Michigan, following an evening of sustained bourbon consumption that left my associate Keith and I wandering that dangerous borderland where exhaustion, intoxication, and misplaced confidence become indistinguishable. We lingered late outside the hotel lobby, speaking with Seth Korkowski and his wife Casey, both in remarkably cheerful spirits despite the hour. "Get some sleep," Casey said warmly. "Try not to die crossing the golf course," Seth added with a laugh. Had we possessed the slightest understanding of what awaited us beyond those doors, we might instead have wept. Outside, the night was consumed by fog. Not ordinary fog, but a pale and unnatural vapor that swallowed distance and muffled sound until the golf course seemed transformed into some liminal region where the laws governing mankind no longer entirely applied. Lamps glowed through the mist like corpse lights above forgotten graves. Keith muttered occasionally about geese standing motionless among the sand traps. Whether birds or bourbon-born hallucinations, I cannot say. Some ravenous and alien appetite seemed to awaken within me, demanding a tribute which, to my lasting shame, took the form of Taco Bell. With trembling fingers, I summoned it through the blasphemous machinery of modern technology. In due course, the food arrived at our hotel. Thereafter, my recollections become fragmentary. The crinkle of foil beneath a bedside lamp. Keith collapsing fully clothed onto his mattress. A single bite of burrito. Then oblivion. The dreams that followed were not natural. I wandered through impossible corridors lined with dripping tortillas, while vast unseen entities whispered in voices smelling faintly of cumin and scorched beef. Mountains of rice shifted beneath blood-red skies. Somewhere in that nightmare, I became aware of an immense thing wrapped in foil, waiting patiently beneath me. Then I awoke. The scream that escaped my throat scarcely sounded human. The bed, merciful God. At first glance, I believed myself mortally wounded. Crimson stains spread across the sheets in patterns of hideous authenticity. My hands flew across my body, searching desperately for injury. Instead, they found beans. The realization descended slowly. Sometime during the night, I had rolled bodily atop the burrito and remained there unconscious for hours, compressing it beneath my full weight until it ceased to exist as food and became instead a biological catastrophe. The tortilla had fused with the bedding. Rice and seasoned beef had penetrated the sheets with obscene determination. Sour cream clung to my skin in clammy streaks. The mattress itself exuded the warm odor of processed cheese mingled with human despair. When I rose, fragments of the flattened abomination came away with me. Keith awoke to my cries and stared upon the spectacle with the pale expression of a man who has glimpsed truths humanity was never intended to witness. "Good Lord," he whispered. Outside the hotel window, the fog drifted across the Ypsilanti golf course where only hours earlier Seth and Casey had bade us farewell with laughter and light hearts. I shall not speak further of what transpired in that room, but know this. There are cosmic truths from which the human soul cannot entirely recover. And there are hotel housekeeping charges which leave similar scars.